got a little bit of time, and I'm sitting in this beasted up scraper. My Polly Pocket let me borrow her badass car. I love driving this car. It feels great. Anyways, we're dropping in for a live, see how much time we have. I love complaining, whining, and saying why me when things don't go my way, because it's instant gratification. It feels good. It feels good to get mad. It feels good. I might have to turn the AC back on because this didn't last long. It's starting to get hot already. I got some high-tech UV plasma, what is it? Plasma tint all around. But boy, does it still get hot. However, it gets way less hot than my Forerunner, which I'm gonna go get this tint put on next week. We ain't waiting. But maybe first the airbags. Anyhow, I love whining, I love complaining, and I love like talking shit when things don't go my way, and just like getting mad, because it's instant gratification. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I get to let it out. Man, this gets me so pissed. I hate when this happens. Fuck, da, 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 da. And don't approach me right now because I'm so mad because I can't believe this shit happened. I just got this. I prepared so much for this not to happen, and it happened anyways. And why would I do it? Why would I talk shit? Why would I complain? Why would I whine? And then it'd go into like this sad mode. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. Then it'd go into this sad mode where it was like almost like you want to cry because like this shouldn't be happening to me. Why is this happening to me? I hate when this happens. Damn, I prepared so much. This never happens to me. I never really said this one, but I thought it. This never happens to anybody else. It just happens to me. Why can't I get what I want? Why does this always setbacks, and I barely save enough of this and I have to spend, or I can't do this, or this always. The reason I found out for me that like why I love complaining, whining, bitching, making myself the victim, having that victim mindset. It was so, I talk about it a lot. I think someone here said, he always talks about the same thing. Hello, because it's so simple to start changing your life. If you start applying these very simple, basic rules, it's repetitive because it's not much. It's not much that you have to do to start changing your life, to start elevating. Start becoming the version of you that you respect and admire. Start living on purpose. Game Destroyer, what's up? Thanks for checking in. You're the first one to say what's up. Hey, you could always unsubscribe, so make sure you subscribe so you can check out the rest of my stuff. If you rock with me, you can stick around. If you don't, you could always unsubscribe. I talk about my personal development journey and posting it on YouTube and how you should do the same. Start working on yourself, start becoming better. It's basic, it's simple. It doesn't take much to start changing the direction of your life if you don't like the results of your current life. If you don't like where you're at right now, it's simple to start changing. I was mentioning right now that you probably just heard me say it when I talk about my personal development journey, Game Destroyer. But check it out, check out my other stuff, or hang out here, we're talking about it right now. We're talking about why I love complaining, whining, and making myself the victim. I used to do that. Make sure you subscribe though so you don't lose this. And what happens is once you start, like, wait a minute, no, the change starts with me. It's cool, don't even trip. Thanks for stopping by, Game Destroyer. Sorry, I keep on saying Game Destroyer. It's because that's our first instinct. We don't want bad things to happen to us. Whether that's the way we were domesticated, that's the way we were introduced to life, or that's the way we did it on our own. It's like, what about if we changed our mindset to say, well, I know difficult things. They're no longer bad stuff. It's no longer called bad things. It's called challenges are going to happen to you. Compressions are going to happen to you. Difficulties are going to happen to you. Keep on commenting. I love it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Please. Please, it's helping out quite a bit. Not to mention we got good filters on here. I'm digging it. Let's see, we got something good in here. What changed your perspective on complaining? Now, simple. Life happens for me, not to me. Complaining was getting me nowhere. When I complain, I'm being ungrateful. When I'm complaining, I'm being entitled. When I stopped complaining, I was being grateful. Grateful for what? You just had some bullshit happen to you. It happens not to me. It happens for me. There's something to learn there. Why did it happen to me? Why don't I feel that it shouldn't have happened to me? Well, that's because I'm entitled. What about if I was grateful? For what? For being alive. For letting that happen for me. And I open myself up and look up and say, what's there to learn here? I need to learn something. I want to learn what there is to learn here. Why should I'm complaining because somehow it hurt. Like what? It hurt your pocket, it hurt your timeline, but it hurt. Like when you prepare. Okay, maybe you should manage your time better. Maybe you should manage your money better. Boom, the lesson. It happened for me, not to me. Complaining did nothing to me. All it did was delay the wisdom that was supposed to come from that incident that happened. They used to call them problems. They used to call them bad things. They're no longer that. Make sure you subscribe. You could always unsubscribe. All these things were just happening for me in order to gain wisdom, in order to become better, a higher elevated version of me. That's what started unlock that last couple pieces of my personal development journey. I couldn't figure out why I felt stuck. Once I realized that one magical line that helped me out, there was 2 or 3 of them that I was missing, but that one was huge. Life happens for me, not to me. Bam, right there. That's when complaining stopped. If everything is happening for me, why would I complain? I don't want to be entitled no more. I don't want to be ungrateful no more. All it is gratitude all day long. Gratitude all day long. Even when stuff happens, even if difficult stuff happens for me. Matter of fact, I know that that's the gift. There's a prize behind that if I get through it without whining, complaining, bitching, making myself a victim. If I don't, I come out of it. I can come here and share and teach how I got through that issue, like I'm doing now. And then I get the wisdom, and I get to help someone. And guess what? Because I'm helping someone else, hopefully, whether it's directly on the live or on the replay gang, what's up? And they elevate, and they're like, hey, this makes sense, let me try it. And they better their life. Guess who else elevates a little bit? Me. And guess who else elevates? The person who taught me. It's that karmatic system that happens. You get back what you put out. And if that person who showed me, I made my life better, they get better. I go teach it and show someone else, they get better. I get better. I get the prize for that. Source of Creation says, hey, thanks for elevating humanity. Thanks for helping them elevate, become a better version of them, a higher version of them, teaching them how to do it on their own. So they get better, I receive the gift, and the person that taught me also receives the gift. So if you jump in, you're part of that rotation, you're part of that cycle, that circuit. That's why. I hope I answered your question. What else is on there? Let's see. Charlie, what's up? Charlie, thanks for checking in. Life is fair? It is. It is. It is. People think, oh, it's not fair because stuff happens to me. Just a pendulum swing. Compression, expansion. Compression, expansion. Compression, expansion. Then you expire. Oh, happy things are going to happen to you. Sad things are going to happen to you. And everywhere in between. Now you know. So don't let it surprise you. So when happy things are happening, enjoy them. But be careful, because there's going to be sad stuff in life too. Don't complain about it. You know what's going to happen. It's like whining, like, well, what do you mean it got dark? Yeah, it gets dark and then it gets light. It gets morning and it gets night. If you know, now you know. Now the level of awareness went up. Let's see, Rodney, what's up? Thanks for the comments, thanks for coming in. You help out the channel so much. Hey, you know what? Later on, this may hit. This may hit. I get it. That's the chapter you're in right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Appreciate it. B, what up? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Let's see. I was answering a question up above, so if other comments come in, of course I'm not gonna just, this is my live stream. I gotta answer the questions as they come in. So that was it. I mean, when you complain and whine, that's a negative attitude. It's a low-level attitude, and you get back what you put out. When I was whining and complaining, I had a low attitude. So what was I getting? Low results, low energy results, low quality results. It made no sense. Now it makes sense. Hi, B. But once I stopped complaining and I was replaced it with gratitude, no matter what was happening, Gratitude all day. Gratitude is a high level energy. I was getting high level results, high level things, a high level of my real world, my reality. Is it difficult to always have high energy? Heck yeah, it is. That's why nobody does it. Or very little people do. So I would consider like the 1%. The 1% that no matter how difficult it gets, how challenging, how much compression, you don't understand how the last 3 months have been kicking my asshole. In the past, this would be, I'd be like totally like grumpy, shit-faced, just totally just like, nobody would, my loved ones wouldn't want to approach me. What's wrong with my dad? What's wrong with it? It was horrible. Now, probably even more things I'm being compressed in the last 3 months. June, July, August. Chokehold. And it looks like September's like not gonna fall too far behind. But the whole time, gratitude on 100. What? Yep. What's going up? I mean, just compressions. Life's gonna happen to you. It's the pendulum swing. Compression, expansion, compression, expansion. One of my mentors taught me early on was like, when it's a compression time, don't give up and know that expansion is coming at the equal amount. But when expansion is happening, don't stop working on yourself and building that discipline muscle, and know that you need to prepare. Don't lax on your discipline workouts, because it's going to be compression time later on. When you're prepared, when you know, you know. All right, let's see who else is in here. Make sure if you're in here and stop by. And if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you get into the comments and type in replay gang. That way I know you're watching this on the replay. If you're catching this on the live, if you're still here, I don't know. Sometimes it shows like 0 people in here, and then I'll get comments like, what the heck? Or I'll see the like things go up. It's like, I thought they had 0 people in here. So I just go. If you're in here, what's up? Hit the heart button. Subscribe if you haven't. Like I tell anybody who comes in, you could always unsubscribe if you don't rock with me later on. That's fine too. But if it's your time to connect with someone like me, because of the message that I'm bringing out, what I'm sharing, my life that I'm sharing, it's your time to start connecting and start using your courage to go down that rabbit hole that's striking your curiosity. What's this personal development? Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I know there's more to my life. I know I could be more. What I'm doing isn't, nah, there's got to be more. There's got to be more. That's the curiosity. Now use your courage, which I know you have because you're watching this video, whether it's live or on the replay, to start working on yourself, to start doing the things that are difficult. What's difficult? Be grateful when bad things happen to you. Be grateful when life happens to you. Be grateful when challenges, compressions, difficulties happen to you. Find a way to be grateful. How? That's the kind of questions you ask here on the lives or on the Mr. Albert Lopez crew. I have a crew that I put together over on the school app. The link is in the description of this video, or you go to my last 5, 6, 7 videos that I posted, lives. I put it in the description. Click there, download. It walks you through. It's real simple. Click there, subscribe to the app, and then you could start following there. We do calls over there. We're going to be doing calls over there, group calls, live calls. It's not just like a live stream. It's actually, you get talk to me and I get answer the question if something strikes up. And it's cool because when I participated in other groups, other people's questions was like, oh, that's a good question. And I'd benefit from it. I'm going to be doing weekly calls over there. They're live. There, you get the alerts. One's already on schedule for September 3rd. That's maybe Monday, Tuesday, like in 3 days. I think it's Sunday right now. So on Wednesday, I'm going to do my first call. If I get some people to sign up, that's the thing. If it doesn't, I'll just keep on pushing it. I'll schedule it a week out, schedule it a week out, schedule it a week out. If there's one person that's subbed in there and the call comes, guess what? It's going to be a one-on-one. 2 people, same thing. But either way, it's almost like a one-on-one because it's a group call, you know what I'm saying? You could chime in, you can raise your hand and ask questions. And that's when personal development comes in, because you start following that curiosity. Like what I've heard about this, I know there's more, such as like, why is such that was a great question that someone asked earlier. Why stop complaining? Change your life. You change the direction of your life. You stop being a low-level person who complains. The person who complains is what's that word I used earlier? It was a perfect ungrateful. You think stuff shouldn't happen to you. You think you're so entitled that life shouldn't happen to you. Everything should be rainbows and butterflies all day long. Like, so when things don't go your way, you whine and complain like a preteen. I don't even want to say baby, because baby's too cute. You start acting like a preteen. How's that? A 44-year-old preteen. 35-year-old preteen. I love that. Being a baby is too cute. They're too warm, fuzzy, they smell good, they're all soft. That's almost like a compliment. But if I see myself as like, man, I'm acting like a preteen. I want to make it worse, how about like a 25-year-old preteen? That's why I was acting like when I was whining and complaining. What are you doing, bro? Stop it. Salim, what up? Make sure you subscribe if you're in here. You can always unsubscribe later. You got this on your feed for a reason, I'm just saying. Once I stopped complaining and replaced it with gratitude, like, no, this is not happening to me. That stopped. Now, I understand that life's happening for me. And I'm going to be grateful that life is happening for me. I'm going to be grateful about life. We'll stop there. I get to exist. What a gift. This will never happen again. Exactly, as far as I know. Why not have just this level of gratitude and know that everything that's happening is happening for me? I'm supposed to only be grateful when things are peachy and everything is great? That's like only being grateful when the sun comes up and whining and complaining and being a 25-year-old preteen, acting like a 25-year-old preteen when the sun goes down. Like, what are you doing? That doesn't make any sense. You only like day? That's kind of dumb. Same with compressions and expansions. Same with issues and challenges. Change your mindset and watch how, like, nothing ever negative happens to me. How's that for a life change? How'd you do it? I don't see them as negative. I see them as compressions. I see them as challenges. I see them as opportunities. And I know that a gift comes if I get through them without bitching, whining, complaining, or self-victimizing. Who doesn't want a bunch of gifts? You've heard the line. More money, more problems? Bring on the problems. More problems, more money. Let's say it that way instead. Like, really? Yeah. More problems, more money. Bring on the problems. And then guess what? If you don't call them problems, bring on the challenges. More challenges, more money. More compressions, more money. Let's go. It's just the way you handle them. It's the way you operate them, you run them through your life. Do you get the wisdom that comes out of these challenges? Problems. Or do the problems do you? And they beat you up, and you're sitting there like a preteen 25-year-old, whining, complaining, bitching, self-victimizing. Then you don't get nothing out of it. You're just tired and sore, and you feel dumb. That was me. I'm not telling you what you're gonna do. I'm just telling you what I went through. The moment I switched it. If you're in here, make sure you subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. Check out the rest of my stuff. We're talking personal development journey here. From a guy that's not that far ahead. Like, I got no, like, supercars to show you, no mansions. No, but this is a guy that just started doing, I've been doing it for a long, long time, but I was stuck. Till I finally got this couple of missing puzzle pieces, which I harp on them a lot here. It's been giving me some big changes in a short period of time. Losing weight, getting healthier, relationships got better, finances got much better in a short period of time. First thing I thought is like, man, why didn't I learn this at 22 when I started my personal development journey? Why didn't no one taught me these three little things that I was missing? I've come to the conclusion that I bet you they did, but these ears, this heart, and this mind weren't ready to hear that yet. My hero's journey was no. Go a couple of decades without having those puzzle pieces. And then in your mid-40s, I'll hand you those 2 missing puzzle pieces. So then you can share your journey on how it felt to go all that time going in circles, thinking you were doing better, but in reality, you just got tired and got to live a couple decades. Okay, so here I am sharing it with you. I don't know where you're at in your life journey, but if you're still watching, or this stumbles upon your channel, upon your feed, you might want to consider just subscribing, one, check out the rest of my stuff, and maybe it causes more curiosity, and you start, like, try what he's saying. At least try. Oh my gosh, it works. That's what happened to me. It'll probably happen to you, because it happened to my teachers, my mentors. They tried it, it worked. At this point, for me, it's just a matter of time. You could follow and watch how. Go back to my channel. Go start looking. If you start going back to the videos, a month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, you start seeing faces much rounder. I got a couple of chins. Attitude's different. Why? Because I've made progress in a short period of time. That's all I'm sharing here. That's what happens. Your life changes when you start whining and complaining. Which is where I complained about problems. Now I know that the problems carry a gift. That's all. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming in. Make sure you subscribe. And then in the description, what was I going to say? Oh, I got the Mr. Albert Lopez crew. Hey, what's up, Kaylee? In the description of this video and in my last video, you can find the link to Savannah. What's up? The link to the Mr. Albert Lopez crew. Go click on the link, download the app, subscribe if you can. We do group calls once during the week, at least one. But anyways, we do live calls. Go sign up if you can. If it doesn't affect you, the pocketbook or anything, subscribe. We can kick it there. You ask questions. It's like I go back and forth. You can raise your hand. It's on the school app. We call it the Mr. Albert Lopez crew. Like I said, link it. If you're watching this on the replay, link is in the description, or you can go to my last video and click on the description there, and it'll also take you to the app that you have to download and subscribe and all that good stuff. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.